welcome to this Vinyasa yoga class. My name is Natalie. I will lead you through a 45 minutes Vinyasa flow. All my poses are suggestions. You can always change according to your needs. My class is suited for all levels. Let's start. Come and sit on your mat. You can also sit a bit higher on the block or a cushion, so it's easier to open the hips and sit in this easy pose. Then close your eyes and let the floor carry your body, so relax the legs. Sit up nice and tall, stretch out upwards through the crown. Relax your shoulders, your arms. And start to draw all your attention inwards. Letting everything that has or hasn't be yet get into the distance. Focusing on the now. Focus on your breath. Make it longer and deeper. Breathing in and out through the nose. And if you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, you can practice it now. If you're not familiar with it yet, just focus on breathing in and out through your nose during the whole class. Then lift your Mula Bandha and pull in your Uddiyana Bandha. These are energy locks, we call them like that in yoga philosophy. It's a gentle squeeze of the muscles. You're lifting your pelvic floor muscles and you're pulling your lower abdominals in and up towards your navel. And set an intention for yourself, something you would like to focus on in today's class. Then gently open the eyes. If you're sitting on something, you can take it to the side. And then let's start by bringing the right hand on the left knee. I'll be your mirror image. Inhale, sit up straight. And exhale, rotate the upper body, gazing over your left shoulder. And then inhale. Lift your left arm and exhale, stretch it out. Your whole side of your body, keep your sitting bones on the floor. Inhale, come up and exhale, cross your arms. And bring your arms up like this. We call this ego arms. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, bring them down. And then we go to the other side. Left hand on right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, stretch out the side of your body. Inhale, sit up. And exhale, cross the arms. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, bring them down. And let's do that again on both sides. Hand on opposite knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, arm up, stretch. Exhale, stretch the side of your body. Keep your sitting bones on the floor. Inhale, sit up, and exhale, cross your arms. Inhale, stretch them upwards, feel it in the shoulders. And exhale, bring the stretch down, again in the shoulders. Last one on this side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, stretch your arm up. And exhale to the front of the room. Inhale, come up, cross your arms. Exhale. Inhale, stretch upwards. Exhale, bring the stretch downwards. And release the arms. Then keep your hands on your knees and start to make circles with your upper body. Nice and gentle. So we can open up the hips and the lower back. You can do this as fast or slow as you would like. Also do the other side. In the front of the circle you inhale. In the back of the circle you exhale. Alright. Then inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale, stretch out your upper body forward. Stay here for 2 deep breaths. 1. And 2. And then from here, come on all fours. I'll show you from the side. Hands under your shoulders, knees under the hips, fingers widely spread. Push away from the floor, active arms. Inhale, open the chest, tailbone up. Exhale, push out your spine towards the ceiling. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then from neutral spine, pretend you're a dog and you're wagging your tail to open up the lower back and the hips. Then let's come in child's pose. Bring your big toes together, hips to heels. Knees are a tiny bit wider than your hips. Stretch out your arms forward. If you can, rest your forehead on the floor. It might also dangle in the air. If your hips are not close to your heels yet, you might have a pillow you can place in between here. So it's easier for you in this position. Now focus on your breath. Feel your ribcage expanding on the inhalation. And letting it come back to center on your exhalation. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And then come back on all fours. Now step your right foot forward. Keep the left hand underneath your left shoulder and open up your upper body. And let's take a nice circle here so you can open up your chest and shoulder. Let's also try the other side. Sometimes that feels better for you. Okay, let's stay here for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go to the other side. The right knee on the floor, left foot forward. Keep your right hand under your shoulder. Open up to the left side. And feel which way the circle opens up your chest and shoulder in a nicer way for you. And then stay there for 3 breaths. Long line of your arms opening up the body. 1, 2, and 3. Place your hands back on the floor. Now tuck your toes on the hips to heels to prepare for downward facing dog. And coming downward facing dog. Hands shoulder width apart, feet hip distance apart. Push away from the floor, stretching out your arms and your spine. Sitting bones up in the sky. And then on the inhalation, lift the heels. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Now drop your heels to the left. Feel the stretch in the right side of your body. Slowly come to the other side. And back to center. Then jump or step the feet forward. Feet together. Inhale, upper body halfway. Stretch out the legs and lengthen the spine forward. Exhale and bend your knees so it's easier to fold forward. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten the legs. Your hands might be on your shins, lengthening your spine forward. And exhale, fold forward, bend your knees. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. Now make your feet hip distance apart and cross your arms. And let your upper body sway from left to right, releasing all tension in the back side of your body. And let your arms rest. Bend the knees further, hips towards the back. Slowly roll up, press the feet down in the floor. And come and stand with the feet together in front of your mat. We're gonna do sun salutations now, or a variation. Inhale, bring your arms up, look up. And exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. And exhale, jump or step the feet back into Chaturanga and choose your option, Cobra or Upward Dog. This is Cobra. Lift the chest. Exhale, push through the hands, tighten in your core. And coming downward dog for 5 breaths. 1, stretch out your arms and your spine. 2, try and bring your chest towards your big toes. 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump or step in between. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring your arms down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump or step forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands down. We're gonna come in Warrior B. So from here you could step your left foot back and open up to the long side of the mat. I'll show it the other way so I can see you on the screen. So in your Warrior B, open up the hips to the long side of the mat. Your rear foot can either be parallel with the short side of the mat, the outside edge of your foot, or it can turn a little bit inwards, whatever is best for you. Then go into the pose, knee above your ankle if possible. If it gets too tired, your leg, you can cheat a little bit and go up. Arms horizontal, lower the shoulders, shoulders above the hips. Now gaze over your right fingertips for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Turn your chest forward, hand palm up. Inhale, lift up into your reversed warrior for 1 deep breath. And then exhale, come in side angle, elbow on your knee, left arm by your ear. Open up the chest towards the ceiling and stretch from your foot all the way into your fingertips. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, come up. Right hand palm up, chest forward, lift for 1 breath into your reversed warrior. And exhale back into Warrior B. Now straighten both legs for the triangle pose. Your right arm goes down, maybe you can grab your big toe, maybe your hand can go on the outside of the foot, or your hand is somewhere on the leg, like this. Now stack your hips on top of each other, left hip back, right hip forward, shoulders on top of each other. And make sure there's no tension in the neck. You can look forward or down if you need to. 2 more breaths. 1, and 2. Look down, bend your right knee, slowly come up. And finish in reverse warrior for 3 breaths this time. 1, keep making a lifting action here, lifting the chest up. 1, 2, and 3. Back into Warrior B, and then swap to the other side. So right toes go in, left toes go out, and find your Warrior B again here. Opening up the hips, shoulders above the hips, left knee above the ankle, pulling the lower ribs, and let's stay for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Chest forward and palm up. Inhale into your reversed warrior. And exhale into your side angle pose. Left elbow on knee. And if you like, you can place the hand on the in or outside of the leg to make it more advanced. Open up the chest towards the ceiling. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, slowly come up into your reverse warrior for a nice deep breath here. And then exhaling into your Warrior B. Now straighten both legs and bring your upper body over your left leg. So make sure you're not like this with your upper body in front. Bring it above the left leg. It can also be a bit higher wherever you are today. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Look down, bend the knee. Inhale, come up through your Warrior B. Hand palm up, chest forward, and lift your chest. Reverse warrior for 3. 1, 2, And 3. Come through warrior B, and then step your feet together in front of your mat. Now we will go to a standing pose, Vinyasa tree pose. I'll be your mirror image. Bring the right knee up and then to the side and place the foot on the inside of your leg. It can also be lower with the toes on the floor. Only if the foot is above your knee, then you can press the leg and the foot towards each other, into each other. If it's by the knee, don't do that. Now lengthen in both directions, so pressing the standing leg down and lifting up through your crown. And then choose, you can keep your hands in front of your heart. You could also bring them up like this, or open them up so it's easier to lower the shoulders. And for an extra variation today, you could make your hands like this, and then gently bend to the side. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Inhale, come up, and exhale, place the foot on the floor. Other side, left knee up to the side. Place the foot wherever you want to. Toes can be on the floor or below the knee. Lengthen in both directions and choose. Keep your hands here or bring them up. Any variation you would like to try, you can do. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Bring your hands back and your foot goes to the floor. We will continue with seated poses. First the Vinyasa. Inhale, bring your arms up, and exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, lift your chest up halfway. Exhale, jump or step into plank, chaturanga. Choose your option, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. If you can jump through, please do. Otherwise, cross your ankles in the middle of the mat and stretch out your legs. Now bring the left knee up towards the chest and open the leg to the side. You could place something underneath the leg, like a cushion or a block, making sure the knee feels relaxed. There's no tension in your knee. Flex your right foot, lengthen, and then if you can, bend forward from your hips, so your pelvis has to turn. If you're like this, then you might want to be here with your hands behind you. If you can bend forward, your hands can be on the floor, on your leg. You could grab behind it, anywhere where you are, and stay there for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, slowly come up. And see if your left foot can be on the outside of the knee, and you can bend your right knee. It can also be that your foot has to be in front of you, like this. So both options are fine. Level 1, your arm wraps around the left leg. Level 2, your elbow goes on the outside of the knee. Level 3, your hand goes through your legs and you grab it behind you. Now show level 2 at the moment. Inhaling, lengthening the spine, sitting bones on the floor, hips don't move, and exhale, rotate from the navel upwards. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, come out of the pose. We're going to continue with the other side, right knee to chest, And open it up. If you need to, you can support your leg. Flex the left foot. Make yourself nice and long. And either with your hands behind you or with your arms reaching forward, come into this position for 3 more breaths. 1. Bring in the chest and the crown of the head towards your big toe. 2. And 3. Slowly come up. And then bend your left leg and see if you can place the right foot in front or maybe over the outside of the left knee. Then either wrap around or elbow on outside or go like this. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, rotate. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, stretch out your legs. Now, I'll show it in a quarter turn. Let's open the legs. If you can do the splits, be my guest, go even wider. But if it's about 90 degrees opening between the legs, that's already very good. If you're sitting a little bit like this because your hamstrings are pulling on you, then you could choose to bend the knees slightly and push yourself up straight, and you probably will feel a good stretch already in the thighs. If you can sit up with straight legs, you can do that, and then gently slide your hands forward until you feel, that's where my pose is today. So don't make your back round. Keep lengthening from the tailbone to the crown of your head. Keep your toes and your knees facing up. And let's see it for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly come up. And then maybe help your legs to close. And then cross your legs and come into your downward facing dog. I'll show it from the side again. Downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Stretching out your arms and your spine. 1, 2, and 3. Place the knees on the floor. We're gonna go into camel pose. We're gonna do it twice. We'll start with the easy option. If you're more advanced, you can do the advanced ones twice, of course. Pretend your body is against the wall, so push your hips against the wall. Tighten your bum, tighten your legs. Then place your hands in your lower back. So if possible with the fingers facing up, otherwise the fingers will point to the side. And then while you push your hips forward, lift the chest and roll the shoulders down. This is option 1. 3 breaths. Keep lifting up through the chest. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, slowly come up. Then your head straight. And exhale, let's sit down for 1 breath. We're going to do this pose again. And then you can try to do level 2 or 3. Level 2 is when you tuck your toes under. You see if you can reach your heels already and open up in camel. You don't want to be here. You want to push the hips forward so the hips above the knees. And level 3 is with the feet down. So try your level. I'll show level 2 for now. 3 breaths. 1, keep lifting up through the chest. Bringing the hips forward above the knees. 2. And 3. Bring your hands in your lower back. Slowly come up. Straighten the head. And bring the hips down. We're going to continue with this back bend, but now lying down. If it's your first time you're doing this, make sure you're sitting up to see me being your example. Otherwise, you can go straight into it. It's important in this pose that you're looking up, so don't turn your head, and make sure your neck is free from the ground. So the vertebrae in your neck is not touching the floor. You can place a whole hand underneath your neck. Then the first option we're going to do is bringing the hands flat on the floor, pressing the arms into the floor, and then lifting the hips up and walking the shoulders closer. Now you might be able to interlace your fingers here and then walk the shoulders even closer. You may also keep your arms on the floor like this. Keep lifting your hips, neck free from the ground for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly roll down and let the hips be the last to come on the floor. We're going to continue. You can either choose this, let's call this level 1 with the arms flat or fingers interlaced, level 2. Then you can also go to level 3 or 4. Then you have to bring your hands by your ears, fingers pointing towards your heels. Elbows are close together, so not wider than your shoulders. And first, lift the hips like we did before, and then press your hands firmly into the ground and see if you can come on top of your head. Now make sure your elbows are above the wrists and you keep pressing down in your hands, so there's hardly any weight on the head. Then maybe after time you can straighten your arms and be there. Otherwise you stay here. I'll stay in level 3 for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Come down, chin on chest, shoulders on the floor. Slowly roll down and let the hips be the last to touch the floor. Now bring the knees to the chest, gently roll from left to right. Then cross your ankles and then see if you can roll up and down with a nice round back. If you have vertebrae that are protruding, then you can either, you need a lot of mats that's nice and soft, or you roll from one side of the spine onto the other. So see what's possible for you. Okay, then let's lie down and go into shoulder stand. Again, if this is the first time you do this, first have a look before you go. If you're having your period at this point in time, then you can choose to do another pose like this one, feet together, opening the hips. Otherwise, if you're good to go for shoulder stand, you bring the legs in the air, hands in your lower back. In the beginning, your knees will be close to your eyebrows. After a while, you can straighten out your legs more and more. Walk your hands a little bit more up, well downwards, but looking at your back up towards the top of your back. Then flex your toes, so you don't have pointed toes, but only the toes are flexed. And you keep lifting the legs, squeezing them together. And we stay here for 5 more breaths. You don't have to be deep Ujjayi breath anymore. It will become a little bit more superficial, which is fine. 1. Keep lifting those hips up, neck free from the ground. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Slowly roll down on your back. Now we will come into the pose with the soles of the feet together, arms by your side, and then press the elbows down into the floor. Lift your chest, only the chest, and roll on your head towards your forehead for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Elbows in the floor, chin on chest, and lie down. Let's lie down like this for 3 more breaths. Feeling the opening in the hips and feeling how the body relaxes more and more into the floor. And then bring the knees together, knees towards the chest, open your arms to the side and roll the left to the left. Your right shoulder comes off the floor, just breathe into it. It doesn't have to come all the way back to the floor, but you can relax it a bit more. 3 breaths here. 1, breathe into your lower back, where you can feel the rotation and the stretch. 2, and 3. Bring the knees up, and then slowly to the other side. Breathe into your left shoulder, your left pectoral muscles, into your lower back, and let all the tension in the muscles and tissues on either side of your spine and in your left shoulder and chest relax. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, bring the knees up. Make yourself nice and small. Knee towards your nose. And then stretch out for the final pose. I'll lie down with you in the beginning of the pose. And after a while, I'll sit up so I can read the story to you. But you can remain lying down. If you're not comfortable lying down, you can also do this part seated. If you're not comfortable with closing your eyes, you can keep them open and stare into a point, into the distance. Otherwise, close your eyes and lie down. Your feet are hip distance apart and the knees and the toes are rolling to the sides. Your hand palms are facing up. Your arms are away from the body. You're lying fully on your shoulder blades. Let your body become heavy, very relaxed. Let the body take over the breath. You don't have to do anything anymore. Become an observer. You only want to be now. Relax your face. Your tongue is in the back of your throat. Relax your eyes and eyelids. Relax all the skin on your head. Notice where your mind is. Whenever it's wandering, bring your attention back either to your breath or to a point you pick out somewhere on your body where you can focus all your attention to. Stay awake, be present, and practice mindfulness for the next minute, and then my voice will return. I found that sitting in a place where you have never sat before can be inspiring. We've all heard the adage, bloom where you're planted. It's a good one. Living in the now requires acceptance of what is. When we fully embrace this moment, we are blooming where we are planted. But when we find ourselves in a new place or unfamiliar circumstances, or when we mindfully and intentionally position ourselves in a different place or situation, we're encountering an opportunity for growth. How will we respond to the new? How will we live fully in the now of the new? Change is often challenging, and when it tears us away from things and people we are attached to, it necessitates a period of mourning and reconciliation. But change is also exciting. If we mindfully engage with its opportunities, we are living fully and on purpose. What newness can we bring into our lives today? Now think to yourself, new places, people, and situations can rouse me and help me live fully and on purpose. And slowly bring your awareness back to the room where you are. Become aware of your body. If you would like to lie down a bit longer, please do. Otherwise, pretend you're waking up, stretch out your arms. Bring your knees in towards your chest and gently roll onto one side of your body. Come and sit up. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes one more time. And first think of the intention you set out at the beginning of the class. And then think of something new, like the story said. What newness can you bring in your life today? And then as you're thinking of that, slowly bow forward. And come up again. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the class. Have a great rest of your day and see you next time. Bye.